day. Long day. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Before we get into the live stream, I hope everybody's doing well. Make sure you hit that like button as you're coming in. As usual, I would really appreciate it. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I always try to do like a kind of sound check. If you guys can hear me that are coming in, make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. So for today's live stream, we're going to talk about what's going on with the Carnival Mardi Gras as well as Carnival Cruise Lines, their new protocols that they just announced, and of course we'll talk about some stuff that's going on outside of the U.S. as well. Knock knock, Justin at the door. Hey, what's going on? I'm live. Hope everybody's doing well. We're back with another live stream, Father's Day edition. I look like a dad today, don't I? I got this dad shirt on right here. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. As you guys are coming in, make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Robert, what's going on? Love that shirt. Thank you. I'm telling you, I need to get a costume designer or somebody to make my own custom shirts. It'd be really cool. I think it'd be a good idea. Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? So for today, for those of you that are just joining in, we're going to talk about what's going on with the Carnival Mardi Gras, as well as the rest of the Carnival sailings as well. I got all the articles pulled up here too, in case we need to review and see what's going on. But cruising's back. I know we've been saying it for the past couple weeks. It's a good time for cruising. And I want to talk about Silversea and Celebrity Cruise Lines as well, as they're starting up in other parts of the world too. Guys, as you're coming in, make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, before I forget, join the Facebook group as well. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I was home right now, but hey, what can you do? Things happen.
You're with me.
Lauren says I'm with her, so it's just as good. No, it's no replacement. No replacement whatsoever. Yeah, so if you guys didn't see my video that I posted up earlier today, it was about Carnival. So the articles are coming out saying it's about the Carnival Mardi Gras. However, I do believe these same protocols are still going to apply for the rest of the Carnival cruise ships that are sailing between now and August. To me, it only makes sense. I haven't been corrected on that, but to my knowledge, it makes the most sense. We have ships that are sailing before the Carnival Mardi Gras on July 1st. And I don't see any reason why Carnival would come around and create a whole new separate set of protocols for these other cruise ships that are sailing, whether it be the Breeze, the Vista. I don't think it really matters. Thank you guys for the Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everybody else as well. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Wish I was home, but hey, I'll make up for it when I get home. But so I saw it today in the comment section of my video, which again, you guys should watch if you haven't already. I talked about the new protocols for Carnival Cruise Lines when it comes to the Mardi Gras. And it seems that a lot of people aren't really happy with what's going on with Carnival. Now, the thing is, this is temporary. I hope most of you know that. I said this is between July and August, right? It could get extended. Who knows? It could go away before that, especially seeing what's going on with the CDC versus Florida preliminary court hearing as well. Things could potentially change. Happy Mother's Day? No, it's Father's Day. Let's not get it confused. It's Father's Day. You don't see anybody on Mother's Day saying Happy Father's Day. People would be furious. Happy Father's Day. Every day is Father's Day. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Join the Carnival Mardi Gras July 31st Facebook group. We are having a cabin crawl. Oh, really? And you'll be able to vlog all the high dollar cabins, including the presidential suite. I will have to do that. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you could send me a message, maybe via email or Facebook as well, if you're on my Facebook group, I'd really appreciate it. I will definitely join that. You're doing a good job with these videos. I'm trying. I mean, the live streams every day, I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not that it's a lot to do. It's just doing the research prior and then trying to keep a show going for a full hour and just keep talking and giving information. It can get a little repetitive and it can be a little bit difficult just trying to keep the attention and keep the cycle going for an hour straight. But I appreciate everybody that tunes in. We seem to have consistent views, so usually we get hundreds of likes too, so I appreciate it. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, if you guys are just coming in, smash that like button. You did a really great job with the video of Mardi Gras arriving in Carnival. Yeah, it got a ton of views. Between that one and the Odyssey, it got a lot of views. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Now, I am excited for the Mardi Gras. We can definitely talk about it later on because my cruise will be booked officially tomorrow. So if I get any updates or anything like that as well, we will be figuring everything out from there. I'll be sure to let all of you know what's going on, giving you the play-by-play. Jojo said he experienced strict mask wearing enforcement in Cozumel, but that wasn't the case for you. Well, so I was mentioning I was there before the cruise ship got there. So maybe, I don't see that the police and everybody were as strict until, let's say, there were a little bit more tourists in town. That could have been a factor, but it also depends on where you go as well. Lauren and I, we didn't experience nobody told us to put masks on while we were there. I mean, for the most part, while we've been in Mexico, nobody said anything. Now, for us, it's been common sense when we're in the car and stuff like that, we'll wear masks, but it hasn't been strictly enforced where I've been. And I've been in Cozumel. I was out there for a couple of days, and I'm going back next week too. But I haven't seen it. It's not as strict as Nassau. I can tell you that. Especially when you finish it jumping off in the water. Oh, the live stream. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Guys, if you're just coming in, make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. But no, so I was saying when it comes to the Mardi Gras, a lot of people seem to have, or just Carnival's new protocols that they put out, people feel one way or the other about it. They feel like that Carnival is creating potentially a two-class system, even though only about 5% on board won't be vaccinated. Right? It's either that or they feel like, what's the point? If 95% of the people on board are vaccinated, what sense does it make? People that are unvaccinated shouldn't have to wear masks, right? Considering the situation. If most of the ship, 95% in fact, are vaccinated, why should the other 5% or maybe even less at that should have to have a different set of rules? I do believe that in the short term, I can understand it. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I can understand it considering the fact that the cruise industry, they are already kind of on thin ice. In any little situation with the CDC, right, or just with an outbreak or a case or two, could be blown up at any time. Now, I'm legitimately surprised at what happened or lack of what happened when it came to the Celebrity Millennium. It's not bad news, but I think it was great that it wasn't blown out of proportion by the mainstream media or anybody for that matter. So hopefully it continues down that path. Hey, Shiplife, I heard this new COVID variant is bad and urge unvaccinated people are at a great risk. Are you buying this? I believe in questioning everything. I really do. I believe in questioning everything. When you look at all the media, the narrative, how it's spun, the right, I just believe that it should, yeah, it could be bad, right? But we don't know for a fact, right? There's been variants and there's a Delta variant and there's all this other stuff. I don't want to get into it because we all know how political all this is and it'll just cause an argument. But to be honest with you, I believe in proof, right? And I believe in science on both ends, not just the one-sided science where if it's not in favor of my opinion, it's wrong. That's how I look at it. Somebody said it's buffering. Guys, is anybody else experiencing problems? My internet should be good. If anybody else is seeing problems right now, if it's buffering or if it's messed up, let me know. Gotta make sure it's good to go for my live stream at Emma Cruises tomorrow. Why can't be 50%? Good question. Good question. Video's fine, looks good. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, everything seems to be fine on this end too. You don't hear the media talking about 50,000 people sailed from Singapore since December, not one COVID case. I mean, I've been saying the same thing about when it comes to MSC cruises. They've had a situation or two, but it hasn't been an issue at all. Virtuoso has been virtually silent too. You see what I did there? The Virtuoso has been virtually silent. We haven't seen anything on that either. And I don't think the people over there are complaining that there are people on that ship, hundreds, if not maybe, I don't know how many people are allowed on board. I think it's like 1,000. But there's still hundreds of people on board the Virtuoso time and time again that aren't vaccinated. And we got Rob. Hey, Rob, did you see any people complaining about whether everybody was vaccinated or not? Let me know, because I don't think anybody really cares at this point. We just want to cruise and we don't want to have it interrupted. That's the only issue that I've seen. Jay, do you know George? She's a nice skater, and her channel is Bored with George. No, I've never heard of her. If you want to send me a link, I can definitely check it out. Definitely. I'm seeing conflicting videos about the safety elements in Mexico. Can you talk about the incident that happened in the resort with while the people were shopping? So the people weren't shopping at the resort. There were some kids that were playing around, playing hide and seek apparently, and there was apparently this kid, I don't know the full details, just so you guys know, but there was a kid, I guess it was allegedly leaning over or had his feet dangling over the railing, and an alligator, a crocodile, grabbed both his legs and was pulling him in. And yeah, his legs were pretty much crushed or done for from what I've heard from the staff over there as well. So it's hard to tell exactly where that situation goes, but I was just saying, not even just Mexico, whether it be a resort, whether it be an all-inclusive, whether you're just roaming around areas, no place is safe, right? Common sense has to be applied everywhere you go. And that's something that I preach on this channel all the time. It doesn't matter where you are, there's always going to be a potential threat for something to happen when you leave outside of your house. And that's, and, you know, in travel, you have to you really have to have common sense for things not to happen. I travel all over the place. I've been to dozens and dozens of countries, and to me, you know, I understand. I practice common sense. I'm not going to run out the house and run around all over downtown with jewelry and stuff like that. It's just the basic practices that go a very, very long way. I'm thinking about starting another channel too with Lauren, so we can talk about these kind of things as well. This isn't March 2020. A case here and there is no big deal anymore. I 100% agree. Back then, it was, oh my God, over one infection. It's just that we're so used to hearing about infections now. I agree. I agree. I've been saying that for a while. It doesn't need to get blown out of proportion like it has been for the past year or so. I mean, we have alligator problems here in Florida. Look at the kid down at Disney World a couple years ago. Yeah, I mentioned that yesterday. The problem is, though, a lot of people just aren't really aware. It's not that they're not smart, not that they don't have common sense, but a lot of people don't know to stay away from swampy areas or lakes in the middle of the night when you're in a tropical environment, because there are things out there that can potentially harm you or worse. Can you try to explain in as best as you can about the whole lawsuit between the Florida and the CDC? I'm kind of confused about it. And happy Father's Day, man. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so we talked about it yesterday as well. The whole idea, and just to be clear too, when it comes to Florida versus the CDC, the cruise lines are not directly involved. You have the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis. He is trying to file a lawsuit against the CDC for them they're overreaching their boundaries when it comes to the CDC framework for conditional sailing. Because of this, the cruise industry has been shut down in the United States and in Florida for over a year. And Ron DeSantis doesn't agree with that. He thinks it's wrong. So he decided to file a lawsuit. That lawsuit then went to a preliminary hearing with federal judge Stephen Merriday. So he decided to listen in and make a, again, preliminary judgment. So this isn't the actual trial. This is a preliminary hearing. So they went into mediation. The mediation failed. Originally, they said we were going to hear something no earlier than July 1st. However, they came with it a little bit earlier, which a lot of people are really excited to see, and that this could potentially come to some type of conclusion. But we got it early. And the idea was that Florida won the preliminary hearing. And now you have the CDC that has until the 2nd of July to come up with a more narrow, streamlined set of guidance that will work for the cruise ship industry, and something that Governor Ron DeSantis can agree with. Now, here's the thing. If they don't come up with a more narrow set of guidelines, July 18th, the CDC framework for conditional sailing that's causing cruise lines to not be able to just start back up, that will just become a set of guidelines. And just that's it. No more, no less. It'll just be guidelines. But I just want to make it clear too, this does not directly affect the cruise lines in any way, shape, or form. And this is the preliminary hearing. This is not the actual trial, so this could potentially not be over as of yet. So that's the gist of it. The idea, it was an argument about overreach, and as of right now, the preliminary hearing, the verdict is that in the state of Florida's case, they have won that said preliminary hearing. I can't wait to hear what you think about the Mardi Gras. My first ship was on the original Mardi Gras way back in 1985. I'm excited. So before I go on the ship, guys, leading up to it, the weeks leading up to it, I am going to let you guys know the list of videos that I plan on putting out while I'm out there. I'm probably going to have a video about the initial embarkation day if you guys want to break down the protocols and how it all went down. I am going to do probably a walkthrough or a cruise ship tour, whichever one I can do. I'll also be doing interviews, and I'll have a vlog day as well. I have a set of videos I'm going to do, so I'm pretty much going to be just working and recording most of the time while I'm on the ship, but I am going to put some time aside to enjoy as well. Let's see. Can't wait to hear what you think. Oh, we already read that one. I think the judge ruled because he saw that the CDC was not budging at all. No, they weren't. And they weren't listening to the fact that they needed to negotiate. Yeah, which they have not done. All right, what's up, Scott? The judge said that the more narrow guidance the CDC brings up, needs to have a current scientific data to back it up. That's the important point. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Right there. Unfortunately, we've seen the science getting thrown to the word, right? In the term, the science getting thrown around kind of willy nilly. And I do believe that Judge Stephen Merryday is he's going to need some concrete proof. He's going to say, explain to us what science is justifying the stoppage and mothballing of the entire cruise ship industry versus a plane, versus being on a bus, versus the concerts that have had tens of thousands of people there, like in the state of Florida, which I've seen compared to a cruise ship. They're going to want a valid argument, and I think that makes sense. People are going to agree, people are going to disagree, and to me, it just doesn't add up. The cruise lines have put in tons and tons of healthy safety protocols. You got cruise lines like Royal Caribbean that have completely changed around their air filters, which have cost them millions of dollars. If you look at all that and you put it all together, a valid argument against all of this would make sense from the CDC. Like, they should really explain exactly why this has to be the way it is. Let's see, let me get back in here to the comments. Well, this hope my best friend needs prayers. He had a bad dirt bike accident the other night, and a stick went in and hit his lungs and missed his heart by, wow, 1/4 of an inch. He's only 4 years old. Please pray for him. Oh, I definitely will. I'm sorry to hear that, Faith. I hope everything works out. I really do. I'm sorry to hear that. How do you think the ruling will affect Alaska cruises since the Passenger Vessel Services Act just passed based on the CSO in place, especially since Canada isn't allowing ships? Well, I explained yesterday when it comes to the PVSA and just cruising in Alaska in general, this new ruling, even though you have Alaska involved and you have Texas involved, I know it's confusing, but to my knowledge, right now, this is mainly and primarily about the state of Florida. So this preliminary case that has been run, that's only regarding the state of Florida as of right now. So it doesn't directly affect the PVSA or Alaska cruises as of right now. And just to be clear, yes, guys, this is to my knowledge. I'm not directly affiliated with any of these cruise lines in the state of Florida and all that. So that's just from what I've seen. Because when I looked at all the paperwork and the verdict by Judge Stephen Merryday, it does talk about Florida. It doesn't just talk about the CSO in general. That's probably going to be another matter that could come directly right after all of this is kind of settled a little bit. I'm on Serenade in September. Hope it's going. It's on its way to Seattle. I'm sure they will, guys. Just everybody that's asking about the sailings that are going on after the summertime. Honestly, I would just tell you guys straight up, just to wait and see what happens here at this month. Let's see what's going on with the 26th with the Celebrity Edge. Seeing what's going on with the other sailings that are going out next month, and that'll give you a pretty clear indication of what's going to happen. If everything works out and goes according to plan with the sailings between now and next month, I think it'll be pretty safe to say, unless some craziness happens, it's safe to say that cruising for the rest of the year will probably go as planned. It's going to be a slow startup. We could see itinerary changes, maybe a couple cancellations here and there. But for the most part, if things go well between now and next month, I could see things getting somewhat back to normal toward the end of the year and then leading up until 2022. Thank you for explaining it thoroughly. Do you think they are going to be able to come to terms or an agreement? That's hard. I mean, both sides, Ron DeSantis and of course the CDC, they haven't exactly been the negotiating type. I believe if they were going to negotiate, they would have done it during the first round of mediation. So even though there's been a verdict, they also have to do another round of mediation. And if they're still not willing to talk, especially now if there's been a verdict, it's hard to say. They're probably going to have to be just kind of pushed and pulled by Judge Stephen Merryday or whoever is involved as far as reaching a legitimate verdict and there being an end to this. I think they're working on retracting the Alaska and Canada thing, right? I have not heard that. I mean, could the CDC do that as part of a backlash? I mean, who knows? Who knows at this point? Again, I'm not involved with the legal stuff. I don't know all the technicalities and legalities when it comes to this stuff, but I'm just looking at things from like a plain point of view and for what I see in layman's terms. Jay, I believe some folks are missing up the CSO and the 95% vax requirement. Correct me if you think I'm wrong. I think so. A lot of people, well, the issue is a lot of people are making the connection because the idea was that since the change, the brief change or temporary change to the Passenger Vessel Services Act was somewhat tied into the framework for conditional sailing. The idea was that because all of that was getting bypassed and cruise ships don't have to necessarily go from Canada, let's say, in order to go from one U.S. port to one U.S. port, this all tied into in a very, very weird, complicated way to the framework for conditional sailing. So a lot of people are relating all that and getting it confused, and it's understandable because there's a lot of confusing words being thrown around, a lot of confusing verbiage that's being talked about when it comes to the framework and when it comes to the court case and everything else that's involved. I think I'll skip cruising this year. I've been hearing that a lot. I don't blame you. I mean, the reason why I wasn't so quick to book a cruise is because I don't want to have to worry about it getting canceled and then deal with future cruise credit. I don't want my thousands of dollars just sitting around somewhere for them to say, look, hey, now you can use it for this cruise, but you might have to put a little money on top. I don't want to deal with that personally. I really don't. Happy Father's Day to you and the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to you and all the dads in the chat. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Keep doing what you're doing. Make the time count. You don't have to spend every waking minute with your kids, guys. People say that stuff all the time. I believe in making the time count over anything else. I know plenty of parents that spend time with their kids 24/7 and they don't learn very much. Skip cruising, blasphemy. Agreed. Guys, if you're just joining into the chat, make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Just curious, does your girlfriend like you with the beard or without the beard? Lauren, which one do you prefer?
I prefer when I have a beard too.
You prefer, no, the beard, not beer.
Ah.
She mixed it up.
Weird.
Oh, she said with the beard. She doesn't want me looking like a boy, pretty much. So yeah, where's Lauren today? Lauren is getting some work done. She's laying down. She's getting some social media work done. Guys, we might make another YouTube channel. I think I have like 3 channels. I have one that I'm not using, so I might just turn it into like an all-around travel channel. By the way, I'm also updating my socials too. I'm gonna be on TikTok and I'm jumping on Instagram as well, and then Twitter. I got to keep moving on that. I got like 30 followers on Twitter for the Shiplife, so I'll be plugging all that in moving forward. And then, oh yeah, also I will be announcing tomorrow. I have partnered up. The Shiplife has partnered up with a travel agency. I'm really excited to announce it. The team and the company we've partnered up with, they're really good. They're really great people. Family owned and operated. So I'll be sure to let all of you guys know what company that is tomorrow because they'll also be handling the Shiplife group cruise. I had a rocky relationship with my dad and we didn't fix it. He died last December. I'm sorry to hear that. This is again why I say you make the time count. You really do. You have to. Will that make that money, Jay? I'm not mad at you. Hey, we got to keep it moving. We got to keep it moving. Anyway, moving on, guys. We got to talk about Celebrity Cruise Lines. So the Celebrity Apex, this ship has, before yesterday, hadn't had a single paying passenger on board. Now, that was a big talking point last year when my channel was growing. I had one of my best friends on board that ship. And at the time, they had like over, I think like 150 cases, 160 cases during the start of the pandemic. So they shut down for a little while, and now they just sailed out of Greece yesterday. So that's really, really good news. And then, of course, the other subsidiary with Royal Caribbean, Silversea, they have 2 ships that have now set sail. They had, what was the name? It's Silver Moon that had its maiden voyage yesterday. And then we also have the Silver Origin. Sorry, guys, I have to write some of this stuff down because, man, this is a lot to keep up with, especially with these new ships that I've never heard of. Let's see, we got the 29th, sailings to Alaska on the Silver Moon. They got another ship starting on the 29th, and then the 30th, Iceland on the Silver Shadow. Interesting. Scooter the Shooter. I like that. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said, I will say I'm more confident about booking a cruise, especially toward the autumn season. Sad Canada isn't open for the fall. Yeah, Canada's beautiful during the fall. We all know that. What is that? Is that for me? You should care regardless. Everyone should do what you can to protect yourself and others, vaccine or not. Was that for me? I'm confused. Hey, the Tyler Show. What's going on, bro? Hope you're doing all right, man. Hope you're doing good. Guys, if you're just joining in, make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. You know, it's weird talking about the cruise ships that are sailing over in Greece and Europe, and I feel like for the past like 2 months or so, it's all been about like U.S. sailings, which is understandable because I mean the U.S., Florida, it all makes up about 50% of all cruising operations in the world. As crazy as that sounds, right? It's a big deal. It really is. So I do believe it's going to continue to be the talk of the channel. It really is. Yeah, the Tyler Show, guys. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Really good stuff, by the way. How are the cruise lines getting around Florida's ban and asking on vaccination proof? Well, all of that is going to potentially change here soon, to be honest with you. Well, things may not change too much, at least in the short term. But with this whole Florida versus the CDC situation, it basically what's going to happen is Florida has won the case, so their argument is that CDC is overstepping their boundaries. So the framework for conditional sailing can just become guidelines. If that happens, then maybe Ron DeSantis will change things around, or the cruise lines, they don't have to play the game with the CDC, which also works out in their favor. So they could kind of bend the rules how they want, safely, of course. And I want to make this clear. I said this yesterday. A lot of people are saying the cruise lines are going to be careless, they're going to do this, and they're going to do that. I don't think that's true. If you look at everything that's happened last year, I don't think the cruise lines have forgotten about that. They have implemented tons and tons of health and safety protocols to make sure the sailings, the resumption of operations happen safely. Because even if the CDC is been in the background a little bit, they also don't want a situation where they have an outbreak on board. They also want to go back to a resumption of operations where things are somewhat normal again. And that's going to be a long, drawn out process, unfortunately. They're not in a rush, and they're going to make sure they do it safely with or without the CDC. Great job, you're super. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Janet Jenkins, by the way. I appreciate it. Great job, you're super. I would love to suggest a super challenge. What kind of super challenge? What kind of super challenge? Let me see. No disrespect to your current girlfriend. I remember you did a video with this female talking about employees hooking up. She was a good friend. Do you still have contact with her? Oh, you're talking about Lisa? Yeah, of course I do. Yeah. Lauren's face. Yeah, you talking about when we talked about the spa and all the stuff that goes on over there? Yeah, yeah. Hmm? Yeah. Well, they're not talking. We were having a conversation. Look, you're gonna get me in trouble. They think that I'm talking about hooking up on board the ship when I was working. No, no. But yeah, when me and Lisa made a video talking about it, yeah, I talk to her all the time. Of course I do. All right. Scott Rance, moderator. He said the cruise lines will not be careless. They are a business under a microscope right now. Agreed. They were trying to make sure the cruises are protected. I agree. But that's what I'm saying. I've been hearing a lot of people saying, oh, the cruise lines are going to go under if the CDC framework gets removed or becomes just guidance. I very, very seriously doubt something bad's going to happen. The cruise lines, yeah, they're business, but they're also not stupid either. They're going to make sure their resumption of operations, with or without the guise of the CDC, is going off without a hitch, so to speak. Now, given, we know that there are unfortunately going to be cases on board, but that doesn't mean we need to freak out because one or two cases happen to happen on board a ship. It's kind of inevitable at this point if you think about it. Good work, Jay. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Because of you guys, I have to keep the grind going. Good work, good work. Thank you. Let me scroll down here, guys. Give me a second. I remember that video. Oh, you're talking about the one I did with Lisa? Yeah, yeah, good times. Good times on the ship. Exactly, Scott. People keep forgetting this is a business. The cruise companies do not want another shutdown. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to sound like a broken record for the next couple weeks, but depending on how all this progresses, I do believe it's something that's going to have to keep being reiterated because a lot of people just don't understand that the CDC, yes, they are supposed to be somewhat of a governing body that's supposed to be keeping cruising safe and everybody safe from infectious diseases. But the cruise lines have also hired the people they need to hire to make sure everything goes off without a hitch because, let's face it, the CDC hasn't exactly been in their favor or helpful to them as well. Jay, have you looked into doing Bahamas Paradise? Yes, I have. Lines out of West Palm Beach down the road. I have been looking at trying them out and are pretty adorable in my books and have a decent ship. Yeah, I will whenever they get back into operations. Like I'm not going to go too heavy. I'm planning on booking another cruise or two sometime next month. Not for next month, but sometime I'm going to book it for maybe 2 months down the road or 3 months down the road. I do plan on having Bahamas Paradise being one of them, mainly because they're affordable and they're not far from me. Nice shirt, I like it. Thank you, thank you. You should also hit that like button for those of you guys that are in the chat right now. I appreciate it. Weren't there two peeps tested positive like a week ago? What was the outcome of that one? Anyone know? I think that's all it came out to be, just the two, because the two people that ended up testing positive, they were in the same room together. So I don't think anybody really made a big deal out of it. Thankfully, the media didn't blow it up or run with it. The CDC didn't blow it up and run with it. It just died where it was. There were two people. They did contact tracing and everything else that they needed to do, and the problem was resolved. Because in the minds of most people, all they did was prove that the health and safety protocols that Royal Caribbean Group and Celebrity have implemented are working. I mean, if there's no SEO, you don't really need testing. It would basically be like Disney World. We have no idea how many cases there are because nobody gets tested and will be at peace. You know what? That's a valid argument. I mean, I get it. Like a lot of people say, well, we need the testing and stuff like that. But if they, let's say if they hit their quota, right, and they still have the idea that people can volunteer their vaccine status, and the cruise lines already have on board, they say, well, 90 to 95% of our sailors are already, our cruisers are already vaccinated. Yeah, I mean, I could see them just kind of just letting everything just kind of do what it does. They don't have a two-class system or anything like that on board. I could see that becoming a reality. Was it before or after the cruise? I believe it was like the last couple days of the cruise, like the last 2 or 3 days. Have you ever thought about working for Disney? Disney, you're a dancer, entertainer. It seems like you'd be perfect for the talents. Well, first of all, I hate to break it to you, but I don't exactly have the Disney look. If you look at Disney, I don't exactly. I'm not a Disney character. And then on top of that, just with cruising and entertainment period, most companies don't really hire hip hop or break dancers. So that's just the honest truth. If you guys have looked at any shows that are on board the ship, you'll find somebody that's maybe like a contemporary dancer that can do a flip or like an L kick, something simple, but you'll never see full-fledged like break dancers on board ships or with entertainment for that matter. It's very rare. So that's just how it is. Before this, I know the cruise lines had a bad breakout that states didn't allow the ships to dock or kept on ships. Are you talking about what, like a neurovirus, the GI outbreak? They were on ships for days without masks and no one else got infected. Sounds like protocols and vaccines work for me. Yeah, I agree. Super challenge for someone to match my $5 super chat since you're so great and worth it. Oh, I appreciate that. I'll stop that. Thank you. Seriously. I mean, if somebody wants to match that, that'd be really nice. I mean, I'll use it as onboard credit, personal Shiplife onboard credit when I'm on the Mardi Gras. Do you think because of this court case, cruises will be canceled up until or after December? I don't see why. I've seen suggestions that people are saying that cruise lines are going to pull out of Florida. I don't see why they would. I do believe that the health and safety protocols that the cruise lines have already implemented will probably stay for at least the next 2 months. There's no reason to go back just because this court case is done and over with to change anything. Sherry Kennedy, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Hey, look, there goes my onboard credit. That's at least a drink, right, on the Mardi Gras? We'll see. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. I always appreciate the super chats. It means so much. You have no idea. When are you going on the Mardi Gras? I'll be on the inaugural sailing on the 31st. I actually got to pay in full tomorrow. Full payment due tomorrow. So, and then, like I said, guys, leading up to the Mardi Gras, I will be sure to let all of you know what's going on, any notifications I get, and that I get, and everything else that goes on with that. Hey Jay, are you getting sick? No, I'm not getting sick. I've been having like random stuffy noses. Like I don't know if it's just because of the Airbnbs that we've been staying at. I don't know if we need a dehumidifier or anything like that. But no, I've been getting stuffy nose from time to time. But no, I'm not getting sick. It's very rare that I get sick. I don't know why. But when I do though, I get sick. I really do. Anyone know any news on when the Carnival Sunshine will return to home port or be ready for cruising again? Yeah, if anybody knows, sorry, Hope, I know you've been asking for a while. If anybody knows what's going on with the Mardi Gras, please let me know. No, I'm not getting sick. I've had a stuffy nose literally all day long. Fine yesterday, and then today I woke up with a stuffy nose. That's all. A little stuffy in here in this apartment that I'm in right now. How do you say this? Latoria. I hope I'm saying that right. Latoria B with 3 O's. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have another drink on me. Hi, Lauren. Somebody said hi. She said hey. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, guys. Now, all right, look, so here's my question. I want to know what do you want to see on the Mardi Gras? So just so I can put it out there, as far as videos, I've been writing down a couple ideas because I plan on making a ton of videos while I'm there. Now, one thing that I unfortunately can't do is like a legitimate cruise ship tour, just because I don't have like somebody with a camera to kind of follow me around. I could kind of piece it together, which is what I might do, but I'm thinking of doing more of a walkthrough, maybe put some little background music behind it. But I'll be, of course, documenting the, I'll go throughout the entire ship, of course. I'll have another video where I'll do the vlog. I'm going to get what am I thinking about? A GoPro, and I'm going to do the filming of the boat roller coaster. So I'll be checking that out as well. I'm going to do that. I'll be doing interviews and all that too. Did you get the balcony of the Mardi Gras? No, too expensive. I got the basic stateroom cabin. Like the cheapest one money could buy. Hey, look, this is my first cruise since I started the channel. We gotta go in slow because you gotta think, for me, this is a business expense and an investment as well. And I figure most of the time, I'm just going by myself as a single person to on board the ship. So to me, it only makes sense to buy the cheapest cabin money can buy because I'll be out of it filming anyway. To me, it makes the most sense. Are you on the inaugural? Yeah, I'm on the inaugural sailing. What's that? And some yummy food things, whatever you think. Yeah, I'm gonna check out all the bars and stuff as well. Guys, I am gonna give like a full breakdown of what's going on. I might stay in one of the port days when people are kind of off the ship, and I will document what, maybe do like a tour, so to speak, as far as the ship. Do a little bit of research before I get to the ship as well, so I can give you guys the best information available on the Mardi Gras. LaRon Painter, thank you so much for this $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. Super duper, nice shirt. Thank you. I got more coming. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Any official news on any other cruise line out of California soon? I have not heard anything about California except for the Panorama. So who knows? That might be like the staple ship that people are waiting to see set sail. You ride the roller coaster? Oh, I will. You talking about the boat? Yeah, I'm going to document that for sure. I'll document it for probably like my TikTok that I'm making and then everything else as well. I'll be watching, so excited for you. I really am excited. I really am. Jay, you need to pay attention to the super chats. Yeah, I've shouted out literally every single super chat. I don't know what you mean, but appreciate it. Yeah, I'm paying attention to all of them. I haven't missed a super chat. If I did, somebody let me know. I apologize, but I think I got all of them. Let's see. Any news on when you and Tony might do a Tampa Bay meetup? Please, please. Yeah. So him and I are going to talk when I get back home. We talked over in Cozumel, and we may do like, I've been coming with a couple ideas. We may do like things to do in the port of Tampa, or at least in Tampa Bay. Did I miss 2 super chats? Which one? Which ones? Because I got 2 listed up right here. We got Laurent Painter and we got Latoria B that I've shouted out already, which I appreciate, by the way. There's somebody here telling me what I need to do, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I got all the super chats. Let's see, when you go with the Globetrotters, were there still memories of Meadowlark Lemon, Curly Neal, and Geese Osby? Yeah, of course. I met Meadowlark, and I didn't meet, actually, no, I did meet Geese. I met all of them before they passed, by the way. Sherry Kennedy, here, let me scroll back up. Yeah, I apologize for missing you. Oh, okay, yeah, I missed one. Sherry Kennedy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Sorry I missed you. Yeah, the stream is literally just like going across my face, so it's like, it's hard to just kind of scroll back and forth when answering questions, guys. I apologize for those that send the super chats. Thank you. Edward Owen, see, didn't miss you. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Ed takes first place with 2 drinks for Jay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Guys, these are all drinks that I'm taking on the Mardi Gras. How am I gonna be able to record? What's the TikTok name? It's gonna be the Shiplife, or probably Jay the Nomad, I think, because that's what I go by on Instagram. And I want to be able to talk about not just cruising, but all the other travel adventures that I take as well. That's the plan. What's up, Warren? Will you be going on the Norwegian Prima? Well, I looked at the price for the Norwegian Prima, and it's a Prima of a price, the premium price right there. So I don't know yet. I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice to be the first person to try the Oreo cheesecake. We missed Edward Owen. Let me scroll back. Yeah, guys, I'm usually pretty good at getting the super chats. I appreciate it, but again, when a bunch of people are in and out, I may miss them from time to time. Apologize for that. Let's see if we can circle back. I don't see Edwin or Edward. Somebody said Edward Owen. I'm looking at the full chat. Let me see. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. I don't like to miss the super chats. We got Sherry. Okay. No, I got Edward. I mean, maybe the chat's going out on you guys, but I'm getting the super chats. I just said Edward. Guys got me looking around like feeling bad right now. The last chat just popped up. You're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. The Miracle will be in Long Beach after the Alaska season, and the Radiance will be coming in November if all goes as well. Yeah, yeah. Let me double check on that. But no, I believe you're right. I think after the Alaska season, we're going to see a bunch of redeployments anyway. So yeah, if as long as things are going good with, let's say, the panorama and things haven't changed over in California, things should be good. The Miracle will be in Long Beach. I already read that one. He just said Edward and thanked him. Okay, yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, again, if I miss super chats every now and then, of course I have my moderators to let me know too. But I'm sure you guys can see the feed is constantly moving up. Just like it is for you, it's doing the same for me. So if I'm answering a question or if I'm talking about a specific topic, the feed is literally just blowing by. So things can get missed from time to time, and I apologize for that. No, I'm not getting sick. It's just this room is very, very stuffy where we are. That's all. We've been in the house all day. But no, I'm not getting sick. But yeah, so when I go on the Mardi Gras, I'm gonna write a list of videos that I plan on doing while I'm out there. I might just do a separate video talking about the protocols for when our embarkation day. I'll do another one where I do like a vlog day where I just kind of have fun talking to people, maybe conducting some interviews, stuff like that. I'll do a video where I do a walkthrough of the entire ship. If the Wi-Fi is good, I definitely want to do a couple lives while I'm there too. I mean, if you guys want me to. I could try to do a couple live streams while I'm on board the Mardi Gras as well. Just let me know if that's what you guys want. When you and Tony do the Tampa thing, I meant have a meet and greet with fans. Yeah, but I don't know if anybody is going to be in Tampa. We could. I mean, we can let people know where we're going to be, but that's probably the gist of it. That'd be nice. Hope you should get a few Oreo cheesecake with some of the super chats you've been you've been getting. It's a good idea. I wonder. I mean, I don't know if Carnival. I know Royal Caribbean has Oreo cheesecake. I don't know if Carnival does. I hope they do. That'd be nice. Oh, you guys are in Tampa? Okay, well maybe me and Tony can figure something out. If you guys haven't been downtown, I mean, I know plenty of things to do downtown. We can go get a scooter, we can go get a T-Rex, we can go hang out in Sparkman's Wharf. There's a couple places we can go to over by the port. Two of us so far. Oh, okay, Sherry. Well, look, so how about I get with Tony when I get back home in July, and we can figure something out. I think that'd be fun. We can all get mini boats downtown Riverwalk if you guys haven't been over there. You can borrow a bunch of mini boats for like $40. It's really fun. We can find a place that sells Oreo cheesecake. That'd be cool. Carnival has the chocolate melting cake. Yeah, I've heard about the melting cake. I'm not a fan. I want the Oreo cheesecake. I need it in my life. Like the scooter thing, scooter idea of the boats. Well, so what we might do is we can have a meetup at some point on that day, right? But I think what we might do is just Tony and I, we're probably going to document the things that you can do over in Tampa Bay. Because I don't think Tony, since he's been here, other than maybe a cruise, he hasn't been downtown. So we might document that. I have jet skis, don't need a mini boat. Oh, yeah, well, I want to get a jet ski at some point, but I go jet skiing all the time. Plenty of places in Tampa to do it. Craziest ship story. Look, so I promise you, either between this week and next week, I already promised before the end of the month, I'm going to bring Shiplife stories back, guys. So stay tuned, I promise you. I'm probably just going to bundle it and put like 3 stories into one if you guys want. That way I don't drag any of them out. But yeah, I got some crazy ship stories coming in. How's your son doing today? He's good. He's good. I mean, it sucks that I'm not there today, but him and I, we have the same views as far as when it comes to these special holidays. You know, like they don't matter as much as people try to make them out to be. Every day is Father's Day, and he knows that I make the time count when I'm with him as well. So he understands. If they have the lemon cake, I'm not a fan of lemon cake, but I might have to try it. I have jet skis, don't mind a mini boat. Well, look, we all can't have jet skis, all right? Can we get the ultimate playground review on the Mardi Gras? That's a good idea. That is a good idea. You're right. Yeah, guys, there's so many ideas. I'm trying to figure out. Why do you keep asking me if I'm getting sick, Dazzle? No, I'm not getting sick. That's like the fifth time you've asked me that. No, I'm good. I promise. What do you think of the entertainment cruise productions? I think they're great. Now, it varies from ship to ship. Now, I wish the cruise lines would hire more breakdancers again, like Carnival used to, but it is what it is. The entertainment's usually pretty good, but I wish the cruise lines would have a more, just entertainment, period, more diverse set of entertainment. You get tired of seeing the same contemporary shows and ice skating shows. Like, they should bring in more circus shows. They should bring in more different styles of shows. Let's see, is there an aquarium near the Port of Tampa? There actually is an aquarium at the Port of Tampa, the Tampa Aquarium. So we might check that out. There is an aquarium, the Florida Aquarium, not Tampa Aquarium. It's called the Florida Aquarium. It's literally inside the cruise port. So there's like the terminal, and then you got to cross street to get to the other terminal, and then right smack dab in the middle of it, there's the Florida Aquarium. Would you do a world cruise? It depends on where it's going. But yeah, I would jump on a world cruise. Why not? Thank you, Scott. I was just about to say that, guys. We got 182 people in here, 200 likes. If you guys can hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Have Lauren do you Oreo cheesecake. Yeah, we need to. She said she'd make it. Right, Lauren, you gonna make some Oreo cheesecake? No? Oh, she's good. She got her earphones in. She can't hear me. She's drowning out my annoying voice. Have you been on the Carnival Valor? No, I have not. How was it? I mean, have you been on it? If so, how was it? Got it to 200 likes. Look, we need to aim for 300. Let's keep moving. We got to aim higher. Let's get to 200 likes. If you guys are just joining in, make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. I know there's no crazy, so to speak, news going on today, but it's always nice to hang out. I mean, it depends on what you consider this Carnival news to be. Now, does anybody feel weird about the Carnival news? I've been seeing some comments here and there of people saying that they're not going to be cruising on Carnival for a while because of their protocols and whatnot. Does anybody feel weird about it, or do you understand what's going on with Carnival? Does it make sense to you as far as their health and safety protocols that they're implementing? Mardi Gras has the new Shack Big Chicken. Oh, I heard. I heard. The Mardi Gras has a lot of new features. I think it's going to be just an interesting, beautiful ship to jump on. I'm beyond excited. I cannot wait. I really can't. I think it's going to be a great time no matter what. Now, given I got a lot of recording to do, and since I don't have like a camera person with me or anything like that, I'm going to be a one-man band on board the Mardi Gras. So, hey, whatever. It is what it is. But it's going to be fun. I'll have fun either way. Go tickle her, make her laugh and giggle. Yeah, so I've been looking at like guides or tours here and there, like the virtual tours of the Mardi Gras. So it's going to be interesting. Missed protocol news. So I did a separate video before this live stream if you want to check it out. I don't want to go through all of it again, and I also want to get the views going up on that video too. Go check out my video that I just posted a couple hours ago prior to this live stream, and I broke down in full video of Carnival's new protocols. Let's see. Question, can you go over the new Carnival protocols? Yeah, we can go over it in a minute. I just don't want to do like a full breakdown of it because I've already done a video of it. And it's nothing too crazy. Like, it's nothing really out of the ordinary, to be honest with you. I'm good with the Carnival requirements, rather be safe. I'm glad Big Chicken is included. Fully vaccinated. So here, yeah, we can talk about the Carnival Mardi Gras, and like I said, so this is technically for the Carnival Mardi Gras, but honestly, I see this kind of going full picture for the entirety of Carnival's fleet between now and August. I don't think they're going to make a separate set of protocols for Mardi Gras and a separate set for the Sunrise and in the breeze and the vista. I don't see that being a thing. I really don't. But basically, again, it's pretty cut and dry. When it comes to their embarkation process, pretty much they're going to have people going in. They're not going to have let everybody go to the port in the terminal like you normally would. Essentially, what's going to happen is they're going to have everybody starting with their loyalty members, their loyalty program. They get first pick and priority as far as when they board because they want to stagnate the boarding process. So everybody's going to have a set time as far as when they board. Now, on board the ship as well, you don't have to wear a mask if you are fully vaccinated, which most people should be. You don't have to be fully vaccinated, and you do not have to social distance. As far as the people, the 5% that's supposed to be on board, they will have to social distance, and they will also have to wear a mask as well. Now, the people that are going to be part of the 5% are going to be children, of course, which is really surprising to me because I believe Carnival probably has more than 5% of children being on board. So I wonder how they're going to decide who's not going to get on board, who isn't. But also you have people that can't get vaccinated for medical reasons. They can send in an application and then Carnival will let them know if they get accepted to be on the ship unvaccinated. But again, they have to follow those rules. As far as the ports of call, Carnival is saying that you're allowed to free roam in the ports of call, but you are also subject to whatever health and safety protocols and requirements and rules that are going to be in these ports of call. So if Carnival says you can go do whatever you want, but let's say Nassau decides that if people want to get off the ship and disembark in the port of call of Nassau, then they have to be in a excursion, a dedicated excursion from the cruise line. So that could be an issue. We have to wait and see. We don't know exactly what it is because these protocols are not going to be set in stone. But I saw something a lot of people didn't like about all of this was that Carnival is pretty much just like other cruise lines creating like a two-class system for the 5% of people that may not be vaccinated on board, saying they have to wear a mask and all that. So, but again, I kind of understand it. I really do. Have fun, be safe. That's Carnival is such an interesting cruise line. They're definitely the fun cruise line. They're not super creative with what they're doing. Everything's pretty cut and dry, and it's a fun place to be. Let me see if I missed anything. I think that's pretty much the gist of it, as far as their health and safety or their protocols that they just put in. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I guess if you want to know, like, if you don't agree with the have fun, be safe protocols that Carnival has implemented, if you have a cruise that's booked and you've made your final payment, you can, of course, call Carnival or your travel agent and you can get a full refund. But you only have until tomorrow, the 21st, to do so. So it sucks that they actually put this stuff out today, right? Because they're basically saying, everybody, here's the rules. You got one day to figure it out. If you don't like it, well, tough. If you don't say something tomorrow, by tomorrow, then you're done. It's interesting. Oh, I like the Carlton dance. I can't really do it that well sitting down, but you'll see more of the Carlton dance. If we hit 300 likes, I'll try and talk Justin into doing the Carlton. Look, I'll think about it, all right? I just can't do it sitting down. I don't feel like standing up right now. Do you know if you have to get a COVID test done or if you have your vaccine? From my knowledge, I believe you still have to get a COVID test on embarkation day. I think for a while now, again, that's something that's kind of like muddy waters because I've been hearing some where they're saying, well, you have to get a COVID test prior to your cruise. You don't if you're vaccinated. But I think the idea right now and the general consensus is that even if you're vaccinated, you got to get one prior to your cruise. Did I what? I love your videos. I watch them all the time. I just subscribe. Angela, I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, welcome aboard. We got some fun videos coming, especially since cruising's starting back up. Did anyone test negative on Adventure of the Seas? So from what I've heard from some of the people that were on board, there was nobody that tested negative. Everybody on the ship, or reverse that, everybody on board the ship tested negative for COVID. And things went off without a hitch on Adventure of the Seas. So, hey, health safety protocols worked. Now, next month is going to be interesting for sure. Did you train professionally or are you a self-taught dancer? I'm a self-taught dancer. A lot of YouTube. I'm pretty sure I was just destined to be a YouTuber, I guess. I started out like in the early days of YouTube back in 2006, back when I was like 14 years old, looking up how to do a backflip and how to do a flare and stuff. And then later on, I got around some of the best in the world because a lot of them live in Florida, taught me head spins and air flares and all the other crazy stuff. And then I just started training with them. And then we were all on tour together, traveling all over the place. So got to learn a lot. I don't think Carnival is testing vaccinated people. I'll have to confirm that. I apologize, but I just know things have been kind of back and forth with the cases spiking up and whatnot, and that could change at any time too. If we're vaccinated, we are good, right? Will they test us anyway? I'm gonna get that confirmed, guys, and I'll be sure to double check with everybody. But I just know things are changing when it comes to that, literally every single week. Now, I heard at one point, and this may still be a thing, that if you're vaccinated, you don't have to get tested prior to your cruise, which to me kind of makes sense. But at the same time, if cruise lines are going to decide to test you prior to your cruise, whether you're vaccinated or not, it's also understandable. Thank you for posting that, Scott. Haven't plugged that in yet, or at least in a while. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys join the Shiplife group page on Facebook. A lot of real educated, a lot of experienced people inside that group. You can get a lot of knowledge, and of course, we have some fun within the group as well. And you'll get notified when I post my videos too. Hello from Massachusetts. How's it going? Hope you're doing all right. But yeah, guys, so I'm really excited. I really am for the Mardi Gras. So like I said, as we get a little bit closer to the July 31st sailing, I'll be sure to let all of you guys know any information that I get regarding the Mardi Gras, their health and safety protocols, because with Carnival, nobody's been on a Carnival ship in a year, so there will be an uncharted territory. So I'll be sure to let you guys know what's going on before my sailing. That's what Carnival's email said. Oh, okay, good, good, good. I'm almost certain you have to get tested for Carnival. That's what I'm saying. Like I keep saying, I keep hearing that you have to, that you don't have to. But I think even if you're vaccinated, you have to get tested at least before your cruise. But again, I guess I can't confirm or deny that right now. So I'll have to just double check and get back to all you guys because things are changing literally by the day, as most of you know. I can say one thing right now and it can be accurate, and then as soon as I get off this live stream, things have changed all over again. We've all seen it happen. Look, guys, we got 5 more minutes left. We got to hit 300 likes before we get out of here. Guys, make sure you hit that like button if you're joining in. If you haven't hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it if you're tuning in. It would mean a lot. Pretty please? Thank you, guys. From Maryland. How is it up there? I've only been to Maryland one time, and I was with the Globetrotters. We were there for one day, and we were out after that. Carnival put no testing for vaccinated people in writing. I'm looking at it now. It's on the Hub app. Oh, okay. The Hub app. I don't know if I've ever seen. Oh, wait, the Hub app. What am I? I'm thinking about some other. I don't know why. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay, well, so apparently you don't have to get tested if you're vaccinated, which, I mean, would be great. Personally, I don't want to have to deal with it for the inaugural cruise. I really don't. Today is low 90s and sunny. Sounds like Florida. Nice. Mardi Gras looks like a great ship for sure. She did look awesome coming into Port Canaveral early this month. Yeah, she really did. I'm excited. I really am. Do you foresee having to need a vaccine next year? I'm on the Mardi Gras next year. I would hope that all of this has calmed down by next year. I really would. Right? As long as this doesn't get hyped up, or let's say there's not another spike or anything crazy like that, I would assume that all this will be we'll be back to some idea of normality sometime next year around this time. So who knows at this point? I mean, I do believe this vaccine requirement is only temporary. I don't see it becoming a permanent thing. I really don't. So glad you got to go to that. Oh, that wasn't for me. I have 4 Carnival cruises booked, and I do not have to get a test. Oh, good, nice. Wait, what do you mean? Like, did you get a call or something, or are they all like next year? Why do you not have to get a test done? NCL's new ship updates. What, on the Prima? I don't know if new updates have come out. Can you do a swab test instead of the vaccine and still be able to cruise? Please answer. As of right now, no. Unless you are selected with the group of unvaccinated people, which again they say is going to be under or around 5%, including the children as well. You have to be vaccinated in order to sail with Carnival. So if you get the luck of the draw or you win the lottery, essentially, yeah, you don't have to be vaccinated. Really liked it when you were out with the ships live. I'll continue to do that. Wait till I get on board the ship. That's gonna be fun. I'm really excited about that. The cruise ship blogs is something that I'm really excited about. I think it's gonna be a fun experience. Guys, we're gonna get out of here pretty soon. Make sure you guys hit that like button. For those that are still joining in, I really appreciate it. I do believe we can get the 300 likes. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. This year, I am, I am vacation. You're on vacation. But so how do you know that if this is the same person? How do you know that you don't have to get vaccinated in order to sail? Which cruise line are you sailing with? Carnival? But so hopefully things start to go back to normal after all of this. I personally think it will. But guys, just remember, we have to wait and see what happens with these couple first initial sailings out of the U.S. Let's see what's going on with the Celebrity Edge. Let's see what happens with the Mardi Gras. I think that things are going to be a lot better moving forward, as well, or at least after we know what's happening with the July sailings. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good night, Jay. Don't worry about smash that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I have my shots. Oh, okay. Good to know. I think it was somebody else that I was talking to. Oh yeah, so I think starting on July 1st, I'm gonna begin my countdown for the Mardi Gras cruise. And like I said, guys, I will be sure to let you know any updates that I get regarding the Mardi Gras cruise. But I will also, of course, be talking to you guys about suggestions, maybe what you guys might want to see on board the Mardi Gras as well. So just make sure you guys tune in, and I'll be sure to keep all of you updated because I think the Mardi Gras cruise, the inaugural cruise, is gonna be one for the books for sure. All the content that I'm gonna be getting is going to be untouched. It'll be nice to be one of the first people. Actually, yeah, I'll be the first person in my cabin that I'm in, so that'll be cool. We're on the Mardi Gras in October. Can't wait. Oh, I bet. I bet. Love your shirts. You should sell ones like on your website. I'm working on that. Look, if anybody knows a seamstress or a designer or somebody that I can talk to, please let me know. Just join the Facebook group. Good, good. Pending approval. Okay, I'll be sure to check that out if my moderators don't after this is over. I appreciate it. Guys, make sure you hit that like button if you guys are leaving, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Pending approval, pending approval. Okay, yeah, guys, just make sure you join the Facebook group. We got a lot of cool people in there. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's only going to get better. I'm telling you, we're going to hit like 20,000 members soon. I think. Our family cruising July 29th on the Carnival Breeze. Nice. We need a Shiplife group cruise. I'm getting that set up, guys. I will definitely let you guys know, and I'm going to do a poll, too. I'm going to talk with the travel agency that I'm partnered with, and we're going to try to figure out what would be the best idea for a group cruise. So be prepared for that, because it's going to get interesting for sure. Happy Father's Day. Hope you had a great day. Yes, once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, guys. As a father, especially as a former young father, at that, or I guess I still kind of am a young father, right? It comes with its challenges. It really does. So I appreciate all the fathers out there. It's a lot of work. 267 likes. We're getting closer. Guys, I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to talk so we can get to 300. Who knows? No, I personally, it is what it is, guys. If you can hit that like button, if we can get to 300, that'd be great. If not, it is what it is. I still love all of you. I appreciate all of you. But we're about 30 away. But so, like I said, on the Mardi Gras, I am going to do a couple different videos. I'm going to do, of course, with my GoPro, I'll be filming the boat roller coaster. I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm going to be documenting a couple things, doing a couple interviews. It should be an overall just great experience. Who knows? Maybe I'll make an Emma Cruz style video. You guys know what I mean? Like I'll just kind of narrate and just give you guys the pictures and everything. She does a good job at that, by the way. And of course, guys, for those of you that are still here, make sure you tune in tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going live with the legendary Emma Cruz. She'll be here on the channel. We'll be talking it up, answering questions, all that other stuff too. Please organize a Shiplife members cruise in 2022. That's the plan. It'll be a blast. Do the Carlton dance. I said I'll do the Carlton if we hit 300 likes. I don't think we're gonna hit it. I don't think so. At 276. How's the food over there? Where, in Mexico? The food is amazing and cheap. It's amazing. Really, really good food out here. 24 more, we can do it. Yeah, guys, if we hit 300 likes, I'll do the Carlton dance. No, I'm just kidding. We need 300 likes. After that, we'll get out of here. Yeah, the food is amazing out here. Now, one thing I have to look up too, because I'm going back to Cozumel next week, guys. If there's any place specific that you want me to go, because I'm gonna do 1 or 2 videos while I'm out there, just showing you what can be done out there, maybe documenting, showing you guys what Cozumel is like right now, because it's not as packed as it normally is. Definitely a different experience, even when the Adventure of the Seas was there. So I'm gonna be doing a video on that and a couple other ones as well. So make sure you guys tune in. Look, we're 20 likes away. If we get to 300 likes, I will do the Carlton. Since I don't know, for some reason people like it so much. I don't know why. Lauren likes it too, I think. Did you like the Carlton? The Carlton dance? The dance that I did in Cozumel. No, she said it was horrible. Are you on a curfew now? Yeah, so Mexico has a 10:30 curfew. Now, given a lot of places, depending on where you are, have been closing up before that, except for the Med for some reason. The Med, well, it's of course you got to pay, and it's all access and all that. The Med closed at midnight. But anywhere else that we've been, whether it be Holbucks, in the island, Cozumel, Cancun, they all close. They have a 10:30 curfew. Hello, everybody from North Tampa. Hey, what's going on? Question, does your girlfriend not like the food in Mexico? Happy Father's Day. No, she loves it. I'm not gonna lie to you, she's a little picky, but the food is pretty good over here. Everyone loves that dance. All right, look, I'm telling you, so just if we get, what are we at? 14 more likes and a flip. No, I'm not leaving my apartment to go do a flip. 13 more likes, I'll do the Carlton. Late to the show, just hit the like. Thank you, thank you. Oh, we need 10 more likes and I'll do the Carlton. I don't know if I should stand up or how should I do this? I guess I'll stand up. And then after that, we're gonna go, but never been to the Caribbean. What? What do you mean you've never been to the Caribbean? You've cruised? Have you not been to like the most common area on board? I mean, where have you been? You've been in the Mediterranean? If not, that's cool too. All right, guys, look, we need 7 more likes, 6 more likes, and I'll do the Carlton. The epic Carlton. Here, let me get another drink in because I gotta make it good. It's gonna be weird too because I don't have any music or nothing. I'm just gonna. All right, I'll do it. Yes, on the West Coast. Oh, nice, nice. Well, you should definitely go to the Caribbean. Beautiful place, gorgeous. We need 5. We need 5 heroes to smash the like button, and I'll do the Carlton. Look, Lauren said she's gonna do the Carlton with me. Oh, she said no, she's not gonna do the Carlton with me. Going next year. Usually the resorts are allowed to operate past the curfew. Yeah, I get it. Aruba is 11, but the resorts are 1 a.m. for now. I've been checking going in August. Nice. Maybe I need to check out one of these resorts one of these days. Let's see what happens in the not so distant future. Like. I appreciate April. Guys, hit that like button. After that, I'm going to do the Carlton, but then we're going to go after that because Lauren and I, we got to make dinner and talk about a couple other things and whatnot. So, guys, I'm excited. I'm going to be officially booked for the Carnival Mardi Gras tomorrow. See what I just did there? Who does that? Don. He does that hand thing when he does his introduction. Lauren, they said you got to do the Carlton.
No, I don't.
You like the food. Where are you visiting? So right now I'm in Cancun. We're getting ready to go back over to Cozumel in a couple days. We're going to Coba. We'll be going to, where else are we going? Valladolid. We're going to Valladolid, a couple places. Merida. Yeah, we're going to Merida. We're going to a couple places. I want to film the hotels on the Caribbean. You should. You should. So guys, by the way, before I do the Carlton, I think I am going to start another YouTube channel about all the other travel events that I do. If you guys want, I don't know if you guys will watch it, but talking about the Airbnbs, like the being around in these areas and whatnot too. You know, just talking about all kinds of travel, really. Lauren's like, oh, okay, cool. She's mad because we're going to talk about other forms of travel. She says she's going to handle the Airbnb stuff. All right, guys, let me do the Carlton. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Let me try to give you guys a good one here. What is that? I don't know if you guys hear that music. Good job, guys. Here we go. That music is horrible. All right, guys. There's Lauren. They said they want to see you do the Carlton. Come here. Come try it. No, she's not having it. She's not having it. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all of you for coming into the live stream. I have another video coming out tomorrow. I hope all of you guys are well. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys haven't, make sure you hit that like button on your way out, and I appreciate all of you, and I'll talk to you soon. And remember, live stream tomorrow, 1 p.m., me and Emma Cruzes. We're going to have a good time, all right?